On the 29th of July 2018, as part of construction works, two contract workers were tasked to rig a steel pipe in the regeneration kiln area at Cowal Gold Mine. The unusually shaped pipe was required to be fitted 4.8 meters above ground near pipework, tanks, and structures. The pipe was to be connected to existing pipework located inside and outside an existing four-post structure. To accomplish the task, the workers were using a scissor lift. The worker was wearing a safety fall arrest harness and connected it to an anchor point on the scissor lift. He climbed onto the scissor lift's platform, which was in the stowed position, and operated the scissor lift using its wired control unit. The workers found the scissor lift to be too high to fit under the angled steel bracing connecting two of the structure's upright steel supports. The worker suggested to his co-worker that they take the guardrails off the scissor lift and then walk it into the structure using the wired control unit. The guardrails would then be refitted prior to use once inside the structure. The worker and his co-worker unfastened the bolts that secured the front and left side guardrails to its platform. They removed the left side guardrail, lifted the front guardrail from the tubes it was housed in, and rested it on the platform. While still on the platform of the scissor lift, the worker was wearing his safety harness, but did not attach it to an anchor point on the scissor lift. The worker held the wired control unit and began driving the scissor lift forward while on the platform. As he did this, he lost his balance and fell forward over the front edge of the scissor lift, striking his head on the concrete surface about 1 meter below the platform. An emergency response was activated. The worker sustained an abrasion on the left side of his forehead, experiencing pain and altered sensations in his limbs and left hip. He was diagnosed as having sustained severe narrowing of his spinal cord and underwent surgery, where he experienced a series of complications. On the 8th of August 2018, the worker suffered a cardiac arrest, which is believed to be secondary to his spinal surgery. His condition further deteriorated and he tragically passed away on the 14th of September 2018. The causes leading to the incident include the removal of the scissor lift's guardrails, accessing the scissor lift's platform with its guardrails removed, and operating the scissor lift with its guardrails removed. The investigation found that had the workers walked the scissor lift through, this incident would have been prevented. Regardless, had the worker's harness been appropriately connected to the anchor point of the scissor lift, it would not have prevented a fall over the side of the scissor lift. While working at heights, most people who are seriously injured or killed fall from a height of 4 meters or less. It is recommended that mine operators and contractors review their procurement processes to ensure that mobile plant is fit for purpose, ensure their mobile plant procedures incorporate adequate risk management practices, ensure that work groups have sufficient levels of site experience, develop procedures to define how common tasks are to be performed, including identifying how and when elevated work platforms are used, train workers about managing risks associated with plant modification, and educate workers about the degree of harm which can occur when working at heights.